Hey guys! Today I'm gonna show you guys how you can make your very own autopiloted airplanes and make something just like this.
Stand back, stand back.
There we go.
Standing back, 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 standing back.
Is it a
bird? Is it a
what? Is it a plane?
What?
Oh, it's a plane!
Oh!
If we
Wait.
don't have to move. You don't have to move.
Oh no!
No. Am I dying? Am I dying? It's
Oh
no.
my, that was so close.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I have a plane
Wait,
now.
does he get a
So, this is actually a really easy mechanic. And the cool thing is, it also works with all other vehicles. Like, did someone order a Mac? And while our Mac is being delivered, let me remind you guys to please hit that like button, and if you're new, press the subscribe button. We're on our way to 100k subs. Anyway, the first thing we'll need is a trigger. Well, actually we don't really. We can just have the airplanes start flying on game start, but I'd rather have it on an interaction, like a trigger or a button or anything like that, so that we can properly demonstrate it. I'm gonna leave all the options as is, as I'm really just using this as a start mechanic kind of thing. But obviously in your map, whatever it is, you can bind this to any channel you want. And this is the only channel we'll need. We'll just need one channel to activate this whole mechanic. Next up, just fly a little bit outside of your map. Somewhere in the sky, somewhere that you know, you can hide a little bit. Then all you have to do is put up a hover platform so that we can build and add an airplane. That was easy, right? So let me first just demonstrate something. If we just kind of throw off this airplane, you can see that, well, it kind of starts flying already. And this is because since the Chaos Engine update, the interaction of vehicles is slightly different. And that's exactly what we're going to use. So what can we use that, you know, makes something move? That's right, an air vent. So grab one, delete the other two because they don't have channel support, we don't like them. And then just place it right behind your vehicle. The only thing that we're gonna change is the unable during phase to none, and then change the gust range just a little bit because, well, 3 meters is very short. And then all we have to do is enable it on channel 1, which is our trigger that was down there, you know, the start flying mechanic thingy. If you don't want this, then just enable it on game start and your plane will just fly on game start. Then turn it straight up and you'll see as soon as you paste it, that the airplane will just go flying off. And this is the exact trick, this is the entire mechanic that we're gonna use. So, now we can just copy this over and place it right here and add another airplane. And now how can we test this easily? Just cut the air vent, because when you cut it, it actually just, for a bug or whatever reason, blows one gust of air. Enough to test exactly the flight path of our airplane. And now just play around with this. The thing is, the airplane will never fly exactly straight. I don't know why, it just does. So it's gonna take a lot of, you know, trial and error if you want to get it to the exact spot where you want it to land. So as you can see, it always goes a little bit left, but it really depends. Sometimes it's a 45-degree angle, sometimes it's more like just 20, 25, but it never goes just straight ahead. And then just copy and paste, and keep trying until you have it on the exact spot. Let's say I want it to like that little house there, or, well, the one just behind it. If I pull it a little bit up, it's gonna fly a little bit further. That's how we're gonna do this. Now, one thing that I do have to note out is that the force, the knock-up force of the actual air vent doesn't really have any influence. So if we change this to super high or mega high, the airplane is not going to fly further. So we have to use the position. So let's just try it in-game as well. Airplane is up there. If we jump on it, the air vent activates and our plane starts automatically flying. And now, just play around with it. Just start moving it up, down, wherever you want until the airplane lands exactly in the water where I totally calculated it would be. Anyway, before I move on to talking about how you can do this with other vehicles as well, I'm gonna show you guys one more little trick. You can actually try and catch your plane with air vents while it's in flight to just, you know, give it an extra boost. Although this isn't gonna make it fly up as much as the initial boost, it can be fun to, you know, have it bounce up a little bit or something. Now, if you place it flat, it's gonna have a little bounce thingy, so I suggest like inclining it a little bit, and you'll have a very difficult time finding the exact spot where it lands, but you could achieve something just like this. Airplane goes off, flying, and we kind of calculated the exact path, having it, you know, hit that little air vent there. Well, not little. And then you can see it's a little bit scuffed. So mainly use the original one, but it can be fun, you know. I'm sure you guys will come up with a ton of cool mechanics and tricks to use this in. Okay, time to move on to different vehicles, because, like I said, this also works with all other vehicles. So let's fly, let's fly here up the sky. I already placed the mech here. Now calculating the flight path for all other vehicles is actually a lot easier, because they actually get affected by the knock-up force. So I'm gonna copy it a couple of times, well, just cut it, and you'll see our mech flying off. Exact same mechanic as before. And we can see that it's gonna land exactly there. Let me delete this air vent, by the way, we don't need it anymore. Now, let me reset the mech just by selecting the options, pressing OK. Now I'm gonna change it to Mega High, and you'll see if I cut it now. Once more, and he is... well, he's pretty much out of here. We're not seeing that mech again. He's like, okay, see ya, I'm off to Season 4. Talking about Season 4, if you want to support me when buying the Battle Pass, then please consider using code FCT in the item shop. #ad. Okay, back to the mechanic. So let's grab some other vehicles. Let's grab a quad crasher instead. So exactly the same. Let me just add it here. And as soon as I cut it, it goes flying off. As you can see, this is highly affected by the knock-up force. And well, the quad crasher actually, just like the airplane, just moves a lot more than the mech. So it's all about calculating the path. And let me give you guys a couple more examples. As you can see, every single vehicle has a different flight path. So make sure you always, calculate it. And all you have to do is just place your vehicle and then just right click, or if you're on a console, cut, I don't know the exact key binding, your air vent, and it will blow one gust, enough to have you calculate the exact path and not change any options or start the game or anything like that. And that's it, guys. That's literally all we have to do. Just a hover platform, vehicle on top, and our air vent on top of that. Now go out there, have fun, make your own air show, troll your friends. Actually, this would be a good HTTYF. Yeah, let's add it to the HTTYF category. And if you haven't already, I have a Discord link in the description below. Come and show off your creations there. And I'll see you guys very soon. Peace!